Okay, and here we are again. Let's first of all make the lattice invisible, or like not visible in the main view, because I don't want to edit it anymore, so we can as well just remove it. So, first of all, we wanted to add some smaller trees, so let's create a new one in a new layer. Using the layer system can really pay out, as you can see, because you can just have a look at different entities sorted. It's a pretty nice and neat trick to use. Okay, so I won't get a reference picture for this one because I just want to create a very simple. Oh, I won't use a cylinder. I will use a cube. I mean, a cube is kind of a cylinder with 4 edges, but it's easier to edit. You know, this is kind of weird, the edges. But I don't know. Let's just scale this so that it is, or has a nice shape. And just, yeah, create a very simple log. Now I'm using the cut tool using K, which is a really nice way to add branches. You just search for one loop cut and add this kind of arch over it so that I can extrude this rectangle again. You can see it works pretty fine. Do I want to add more? Probably not. I will just create an icosphere. Scale it a bit, deform it using the organic modeling tool. I have to scroll down because the radius was way too big. I want this to have like sharp, pointy topping, so let's model that. Okay. This is just one leaf part, so let's add a decimate modifier to reduce the amount of geometry. Yeah, this looks nice. And just scale it down. Oops. That is another problem with Blender, I guess. But the H key is directly next to the G key. And G is like move, so you need to use that all the time. But H is hide, which, well, lets the object disappear. Which isn't really helpful when you're modeling. This is just a very simple tree. Okay, let's give it a material. I guess we can just use the brown we made for the palm trees. And probably create a new green. For the leaves of these. I will move to that layer so that we can enable all the other layers and see that it is way too small. Maybe don't use this one, but this brown, no, the bright one, yeah, might work. So, I want this to be kind of circular, so we need something over here, and at least in the center next to these. So, like, this is the composition that we need at least. And I don't want to have too many free spaces over here, so I want to have quite many of these being, well, just blocking the side to the sky. Can just move them back a bit. They are too low in the ground because the island gets lower back there. Let's render this. That's getting better. But they are not random enough yet, so let's do the rotation trick again. Individual origins. Okay. You can see that I'm creating these clusters again. Composition is really important right now. And I'm scaling them a bit here and there, so. Now just like 2 hills. Okay, let's render this. It's getting quite nice. The sun is still not bright enough, I don't know. We could also change the composition of the environment a bit. By the way, short blender tip, hit Control and then the key to the left side 2 times. Or one time. Yeah, actually 1 time, and you get into the composition kind of view mode. I will use the nodes. No. Yes, well, doesn't matter. I will go to the material panel over here and then to the object, which will give me the world. Which will give me the world material. This is a nice trick I learned from Andrew Price. Just add to math converter over here, add 1, or add 1 and then multiply by 0.5, plug that into the strength. The environment lighting should look way different right now. Doesn't too much. It's another war one. Well, anyways, it should have changed everything a bit. Made it look better. But the lighting is still not strong enough. But what I can do is make it a bit more front light, increase the strength. It should make it better. Yes. Maybe it even looks not that bright because the water material isn't appropriate yet. The glass, yeah. Oh, we will put a bit of roughness in there. It should make it a bit brighter. But I don't know. Maybe we need to change the sky color a bit. So let's go back here. And what I want to do is I want to enable in the view. Where is it? Depth of field display, world background. Okay. Color, converter. Or no, bright hue saturation. That is the one I was searching for. Let's check if this, yeah, it changes in real time. That's nice. I want to increase the value. No, don't increase the saturation, but change the hue a bit to 0.45, which makes it a bit more greenish. It should look better for the tropical water. But it seems like it's too bright now because we don't have very good shadows anymore. So I'll maybe change this colorant to be a bit more. Well, let's change our color picker here. Can do that in the user preferences, system color picker, over here. And this one, SV plus H square, is, I guess, the best one to use. Because you can just change this a bit. Yeah, select this one. Okay. Looking way more greenish now, but I like it. Maybe make it this one a bit more white. This one a bit brighter as well, a bit more saturated. I know, like that. And move this a bit away. It's just very subtle, but I want it to be right. Okay, well, it's fine. Guess we can work with that. Island-wise, I think we're pretty much done. I want to add some planks. Oh, and maybe, yeah, what I want to try is, let's save, so that we don't mess anything up. Let's select everything that has the grass material. Deselect like the center part of it. And I want to create a new brownish material. As a kind of transition zone. I don't know. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I kind of like that, but the color isn't perfect yet, so let's make it a bit more brownish, a bit more dirt colored. That is too dark. Still too dark. Too saturated. That is why this is really nice, because you can just, yeah, change the saturation pretty easily. Very good. Okay. Make it a bit smoother again. I think you can't actually see more than that, do you? No. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will rearrange the palm trees a bit. To make it a bit more curved towards the center. Yes. Okay. I feel like the water is too dark. What do we do against that? The easiest thing would be to change this material, to let more light through so that it hits the sand. So, node editor. I don't want to use a glass glass shader, but a mix shader between a glossy and a transparent one. And I want to use the input Fresnel. This is not 100% physically based, but gets close to our original glass shader. Oh, and want to plug the shader into the surface. Roughness, very low. Or maybe not use it. Let's use a Fresnel and a math, or converter math. Multiply, not modulo, multiply. By 2. Okay. Let's see how that looks like. Expect it to look pretty weird. Or like there's no water at all. looking from a very flat angle, so it looks rather transparent, actually. Wait. That is the wrong way. That's why it wasn't working. Yes. Let's have a look at this. Not transparent enough. Why is there this sharp edge? I don't get it. Let's just use a constant factor. I mean, it doesn't matter that much because we are looking from almost the same angle at the water from every point, so. Let's make it a bit bluish. It actually just reflects the sky color, but a bit of blue in there shouldn't be too bad. Or should we go back to using the old color? I don't know. Let's move this last row or no, let's move the background image over here so that it hopefully doesn't have that weird edge. No, it still has. Okay. Troubleshooting time. Anyways, let's just crank this value up a bit more. That was too much. 0.7 should be about right. So that we see a bit from the underground. Yes. But not all of it. Okay, and let's move these water layers a bit down so that they kind of fit the land and merge together in the end. Might give a smoother transition. Yes, except over here. Ooh, why is that? Let's make the sky brighter. I'm just jumping from one thing to another, but I suppose that is what you need to do at this point. Because, I don't know. Just needs a lot of changes. Perfection. You don't need to do that, but I couldn't like not do it. Oh, okay. Let's try this. Just extend it a bit at the edges. That might help us. You have to see what that is. But I think let's fix this problem. After that, add some clouds. And then we're done. With like in Blender stuff. Not with post-processing everything, but well, I don't know. I will fix it in the post-processing. I already did a nice tutorial on how to create clouds, so sorry, but I won't bother creating them again. I will just search for my cloud tutorial. And just get these clouds. Put them in the background. Which hopefully makes the scene look even better. Get the orientation right. Okay, the orientation is fine, but I want the composition to be like at that level where there's nothing over here. I think that might fill it a bit. Okay. This is nice. I will render this and I will be back in a second so we can start with post-processing. Okay, and here we are. Let's save this by hitting F3 and just typing in island. Now, it should be in my folder over here, and I will open it using GIMP. GIMP is a really nice and free editing tool, so should use it. Okay, let's first of all get rid of these little nasty darker spots. I will just get this color. Oh, that's a bit too blurry. Let's redo that and just do it on a separate plane and use this sharper kind of brush. And also get the color from down here. No. I have to always switch to the current. Want to paint properly. Okay, it's still a bit smoother, but you won't notice that much. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Well, that wasn't perfect. Maybe, yeah, we can use the rubber to make this transition zone smoother, so that it fits better into the surrounding. Or let's solve this problem in a different way. What we did was we created several layers, so why not take advantage of it and just render the background. It should just take a couple of seconds because it... yeah, that's the better way to do it. Because it is just an emission shader and the background, which takes like no effort at all to render. So yeah, in that way we can just use the original background color that was supposed to go there. Island background, or BG. Let's add this as a new layer. Delete our overpaint layer. Then just erase these dark spots. Yeah, that's good. Over here as well. And then what I also noticed is this tiny bit over here, but we can just paint that over again. I mean, sometimes it's easier to fix these things in Blender itself, sometimes it's just, yeah, paint stroke, and yeah, you just fixed it. So, now will I keep that? I'm not really sure. Could maybe even smooth this out. No. It's fine, like it is. Okay, are there other tiny things that we need to change? Like any bugs or render issues? No, it doesn't seem like it. The clouds are a bit noisy, but not too much. Don't think it is a problem. Okay, let's merge these layers and concentrate on adjusting the colors. First of all, let's adjust brightness and contrast. Can always look back and forward to see if it made it better. I think it didn't make it better, but we can increase the, or let's use the curves. To change this a bit. Yes, I think that, yes, that improved it, made it brighter, more happy. Let's adjust the saturation. I think we can crank up the overall saturation a bit. Because it's tropical, so there's a lot of green and blue everywhere. Let's try to add a vignette, but I think we don't really need one. But let's try it anyways. Invert the selection. Let's unsharpen it by 500. And color, brightness, contrast. I don't know. Maybe a very subtle one might actually help. Let's see. Yes, I think I'm going to keep it. So, otherwise, I'm not sure about these reflections. You see, they are quite yellowish, but I don't know, it's fine. I'm pretty pleased with this. We could also try to use a different filter. The artistic this one. Make it way not that strong. But I don't feel like it's improving it. So no, we're done. I will add my signature. And there we go. Maybe, yeah, make it white. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Learned how to model trees, palm trees, some rocks. We learned how to use the lattice modifier, which is pretty nice for creating these kind of roundish landscapes. So that's another cool thing. And I hope I will see you next time. Bye.